Caleb Tanner.
Yes,
his name's Caleb Tanner.
Saying things like Minnesota wanted it more than we did.
We got comfortable at halftime.
We came out too comfortable. That was not good for Mickey, because what do we always say? Mickey brings the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Mickey, if we're going to say on one hand that Mickey instilled more fire in the program, helped the team's culture right away, if we're going to say that all the time, we have to acknowledge it when it's not the case, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that fair?
I think that's probably fair.
Am I being unfair?
I don't think so.
No. I mean, we saw Minnesota come out of the halftime locker room with more intent. Okay? They did. They were more intentional in what they were doing than Nebraska was. We have to acknowledge that. If we're going to heap praise on Mickey all the time for saying, look at the fire they're playing with, it's more than what Frost teams had, then we have to acknowledge when it's not the case. When the team captain, co-captain, Caleb Tanner, stands up in front of the media and says they seemed like they wanted it more than us, then we better acknowledge that. Am I wrong?
No, and we did acknowledge that. I didn't like what he said. I was very clear. I didn't like what Caleb Tanner said.
But you would say if Frost were still the head coach, that's a reflection on the head coach.
Sure. Yeah.
Are you saying that now?
Well, it is. But also Mickey has not been the head coach the whole time.
Right.
These guys were Scott Frost players. So how much can you flip a culture in the middle of the season?
When they were winning, you were saying he flipped the culture. When they're losing, well, I don't know. It's Frost.
Well, I thought he did.
See how that works. When they're winning, see what Mickey did. He flipped the culture. They're playing with more fire. When they lose,
guess
Frost.
What? Guess what? Now we can look back at those games that Nebraska won and say Indiana's still not very good.
Mm-hmm.
Rutgers is not very good. Nebraska is not very good, but they're just better than those teams that are not good at all.
Mm.
So we get caught in the moment because we're so desperate to win. We're desperate for some sort of success. So, yeah, we say some things. But then we have a chance to look back at those days. You say, okay, well, those are just bad football teams. I mean, you almost lost to Rutgers. That's not very
Rutgers
good.
Is tough.
They're tough, but they're not that good.
No, they're not that good.
What's Indiana?
They're not even tough.
not tough or good. They're bad.